welcome to my sewing room. It's Christmas. Yay. Not going to be very long until it's the new year, and I'm looking forward to a new year. I just thought I'd come on here and say hi to everybody and wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I haven't seen you all in a long time, and so yeah, well, been, I don't know, a couple weeks maybe. So I thought I'd just say Merry Christmas and maybe catch up a little bit. Hi, Heather. How are you doing? Merry Christmas to you, too. Thanks for popping in. Nice to see you. And we got one other person, so let's see who that is. Let me get my other device going. Sick, and the kids are too. Oh, no. Dang it. That is not good. No fun to be sick on the holidays at all. Hi, Mary Jane. Merry Christmas. How are you today? I hope you're trying to have a marvelous day anyway, Heather. Can you order takeout? Will they deliver? Hi, Carrie. Merry Christmas. Oh, the girls have a appointment. Hi, Patty. Merry Christmas. Oh boy. Well, I hope you're not super sick. Of course, any little bit of sick isn't good, but yeah. Well, you guys been sick a lot this year. Oh, can you get pizza delivered out in the boonies? I can. Actually, our little store is pretty good. They said they would deliver to anybody who's sick. They just leave it on your porch, you know. So Patty says it is 76 there today. Feels like late spring. Oh boy. I wish it was 76 here. It's more like 28, I think. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing? Yeah, we don't have, our little store isn't open either. I think the restaurant, no, wait. I think our local VFW hall is doing Christmas dinner today, which is awesome because we do have a lot of veterans here for as small of town as this is. Um, and a lot of people just like to go down to the Veterans Hall. We have a great big kitchen and dining area down there, and they are providing the ham, and then everybody brings a potluck dinner. So I thought about doing that, but I'm still paranoid to be around too many people, and they all look at me funny when I walk in with my mask. They're like, "Oh well." Yeah, I've been, well, my last part of December has been, it started out pretty good. and then and then it all went to shit, but I'm not the kind of person who likes to be depressed. I mean, I can only be depressed and sad for so long before it just gets to me. So I even dressed up today. So yeah, I put my pearls on. Yeah, and I got my some pearl bracelets. This was my grandmother's, and this was my husband's mother's bracelets. And then I have on little pearl earrings that I've had for 35 years. I combed my hair, curled it. I put on makeup. I have lipstick on. Sometimes I feel like, when you feel kind of down in the dumps, just get ready like you're going to town or you're going out to dinner. And even though you're not going anywhere, just stay home. But at least get dressed, right? And get fixed up. And then I have a new sweater, yes, that my husband got me for Christmas. And I don't know what color it is coming across there, but it is, they say it's cranberry, but I think it's more like a deep purple plum color, you know? Yeah, it's really pretty. And it has a zipper, so I like that. And it's got pockets. That's even better. So let's see what you're all saying here. Hi, Kay. How are you doing? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Oh no, Heather says the kids have strep again. I used to get strep throat a lot when I was a kid. Oh my God, a lot. They thought about taking my tonsils out, but they never did. I hate strep throat. Oh, I wish we could come visit. My Brandon and I were just talking about that, how we want to go south, and we were looking at a piece of property down in Courtside that was really a good deal, and um, compared, and I'm like, boy, something's up with that one. Well, it turns out it was a property that you lease for a year, you know, and there's a lease fee, but you still have to buy the trailer house that's on it. So I don't think we're going to do that. So I think we'll just probably, I think sometime in January, we're going to take a little road trip and just go south and look around, see what there is, see what's going on, and just try to be as safe as we can. Maybe we'll even get to go see Tiffany. 'Cause I wanted to do that in November, but that didn't work out. So, hi, Viva. How are you today? Yeah, I don't like to eat out. Like if I go to a potluck, I usually take my own dish. That's what I eat out of. I mean, everybody else can eat out of it too, but I have a really uh, picky stomach. No, Tiffany is in Arizona, down by Lake Havasu. She's way south. So, oh, Kathy's got snow, so she's going to have a white Christmas. It's not snowing here today. It didn't snow yesterday either. We do have snow on the ground, but we went to town yesterday. What I mean by that is, the town is an hour and a half away. Um, it's about 60 miles, but we have the winding river road, and then it was packed with snow, so we had to drive carefully. And it wasn't too bad. There was a few spots I got a little tense on, but my husband's a pretty good driver, so anyway, we got to go to town yesterday. It was so nice to get out of the house um, and just go do something different. And Grangeville was pretty warm up there, and a lot of places were open. A lot of them were closing like at 3 and 4 o'clock. So we got there about 1 o'clock, I guess. And he dropped me off at the quilt store. Yay. I was glad they were open. And then he went off and did his errands. So I wanted to show you what I got at the quilt store. And there's a gal that works at the quilt store. Her name is Kim. Hi, Kim, if you watch this. And she's just a peach. I love her. She's one of those people that just has this great big smile for you all the time. And she just has a beautiful smile. It goes all the way down to her heart. She's just an awesome person. And so I got to visit with her for a little bit, and that was great. And then she takes me around the shop and shows me all the new stuff and shows me all the things that I can't resist. So I wanted to show you what I got, and then a couple of other things. I won't keep you that long, but I know there are some people who don't have family on Christmas or for the holidays. That's the other reason why I decided to come on here. It's just me and Brandon on the holidays, which is fine, and the dogs. And I'm pretty used to that. So I wanted to come on and visit for a little bit and yeah, and just say hi. So let's take a look and see what I got, shall we? And I have a cup of tea. And okay, I was just double checking that. Hi, MJ. How are you today? Merry Christmas. And for those of you that don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. um, okay, so I bought a quilt kit. And the picture is not very good, but the fabric is to die for. Wait until you see it. It is called Scarlet Stitches in White Linen. It is by Henry Glass and Company. And this quilt is going to finish 84 by 100. Pretty big. And it comes with panels too. So let me show you that. Now this is a free pattern. So if you wanted to do this pattern, you could go to their website at www.henryglassfabrics.net and check out the free patterns. Plus he says that, or they say they have a lot of other free patterns on their website. So yeah. Anyway, let me show you this fabric. It's going to be a big quilt. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is making it even wider because I like big quilts. I'd like to have like 96 by 100 and 4, thereabouts. 96 is about as wide as I can go on my long arm comfortably. So, but I'm thinking, because I like a little bit of drape on the sides. I mean, I could put it this way. I'm thinking about doing that. And then I would have to turn these panel pictures this way. But then I would still need some drape on this end. You know what I mean? It would be 100 this way, which it would fall over the bed. It would drape over. But I would need more on this end for the foot of the bed. So I'm still thinking about that. But anyway, also it says to go to this website and make sure there haven't been any pattern corrections. So I got to remember to do that because I definitely don't want to start cutting this out. Dang it, there's a fly in here. Aren't the flies supposed to be asleep? That's what happens when you warm up a room that you haven't been in for a little while. Anyway, to go and look for any corrections, definitely before you start cutting, because I have had that problem before. Hi, Paula. Merry Christmas. Hello, Marla. Merry Christmas. Hi, Mary. Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, MJ. Appreciate it. She said she just stopped in to say hello and Merry Christmas. Um, okay. I think I got everybody. I hope. All right. So let me show you the panels first. And the other thing is I'm not going to be able to pre-wash this, and I kind of wish I could because of the reds that are in here. The reds are really deep red, so I'm going to have to use a lot of fabric color catchers when I go to wash it. But isn't that beautiful? Oh, these are going to be so pretty. And then the great thing I love about this is I'm going to be able to do some free motion quilting around these and really make them pop. Oh, I love that one. Look at that one. So pretty. Let's see what's on the bottom here. There's another one. So a lot of reds and grays. And you know, I've been wanting to do a red quilt, so that's another thing that I was drawn to. Isn't that beautiful? And I think this is the first time that I've seen this fabric, too, which I'm really surprised. Isn't that pretty? So you get 2 panels. I'm not sure if they're all the same or not. Let's look. So this is the kit I bought. They saw me coming. I think, yeah, it looks like they're the same. Yep, so you got, comes with 2 of the panels, and they're the same. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so I won't have to show you that one again. But I will move them over here. You guys, I got a real mess up here with all this Christmas sewing I've been doing. And the other really nice thing is they got the fabric all marked with what number it is. So, like, the panels were fabric A, and this is fabric B, and it's a really pretty kind of an off-white or light gray with little gray check marks. And oh, and they even have it in the correct order. Okay, so I gotta put that in the correct order. And here's fabric C. Really pretty. And this is very soft too. And then fabric D. This is a good blender. I'm on the computer, honey. That was my husband. I don't know what that was about. What was that, Brent? Oh, the cat. Thank you. Yeah, that was the hubby being funny. Hi, Joyce. He was trying to sound like the cat, I guess. Merry Christmas, Joyce. Happy holidays. And then this one, oh boy. See, this is the one I'm thinking about getting for some extra for the borders. Maybe this one or one of the others. So pretty, you guys. That patterned photo doesn't do this justice, I'll tell you. This one is F. So that other one was E. You heard that? he didn't know I was going to go on live. I should have told him before I came up here. But he doesn't usually do that kind of stuff. So. We're both trying to get out of the being blue in the dumps, so yeah. Oh my goodness, wait till you see this one. It's so pretty. Here is fabric G. I wish it would come up on the computer better. It is so much prettier than what you're seeing. I'm trying to hold it still. Hi, country gal. Merry Christmas to you, too. Right, or backing, too. Right, Kay? Yeah. And this one, same print, only it's gray. So this is H. I don't know if it's better up close or trying to, I don't know if it's any better up close. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, there we go. It is gray, though. Different shades of gray. Hi, Joe. Merry Christmas. I'm just showing some fabric I got in a kit yesterday that I picked up. And then this is fabric I. It's a blender. And it's grays. Okay, Marla. Thanks for stopping in. Have fun with grandkids. Hi, Nita. Merry Christmas. Ooh, this one's really pretty. Have you guys seen this fabric line? Honest, I don't even know if it's this year's fabric line either. I guess I'm going to have to go online and look. No, it's got to be this year's because they haven't had it in that long. Oh, this is really pretty too. This would be really pretty on the back also. Thank you. Nita, I dressed up today. Yeah, it's called, now, actually, I don't know if the fabric is called Scarlet Stitches and White Linen by Color Principle, here, Henry Glass. Let's look at the salvage and see if that's what it is called. Oh, it might even have a year on here, too. Yeah, it's called Scarlet Stitches and White Linen. Yeah, but I don't see a year on it. But it is so pretty. I just could not pass it up. I just couldn't. I wasn't going to buy any more fabric either. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. But yeah, it's just so pretty. So pretty. This is fabric J. Once I get it together or have these out here a little bit more, I'll know if what backing I want to get for it and get it before they run out of this, because I'd like everything to match if I could. Okay, this is fabric K. Another blender. I know that red is just awesome, isn't it? Now this is unusual in my mind of a red. This is more like my sweater. It's fabric J. That should be really interesting in this quilt. We've seen this pattern already in the gray. And it's showing up red, um, but it's a different kind of red. More like, eh, it's like fuchsia. It doesn't, even though it's the same pattern as that gray one, doesn't really feel like it matches with the rest of those reds. I mean, let me put up one of those reds and tell me what you think. I don't think I would have picked that for this, but let's see, it looks okay in the camera, but I swear it's a lot different. Well, hi, Kim. How are you doing? Merry Christmas. Thanks for popping in. Oh, thank you, Kay. Um, did you look and see if they had this at the Fat Quarter Shop, this fabric line? Oh, okay. You're laying down. Yeah, I was surprised to see you, Kim, because I thought maybe your family would be there. Well, I hope they didn't overdo you. But hey, what is it? It's once a year, right? Yeah, I called and talked to my brother and my sister, and my brother and their family, they eat like at noon, sometime between noon and 1 o'clock, because she wants to just get it done, and then she can have the rest of the day to kick back and do whatever she said. Um, I couldn't eat that early myself, but all their kids are grown, and have their own families, and so they got to go see other people too on Christmas. That's why they do it so early. But my sister, she's just going to have dinner at the regular dinner hour, which is what I do. Um, if I had people over, then I would probably do dinner about 3 o'clock, I guess. Yeah. That way, or 2 or 3. That way, if they're traveling, they can still get home at a decent hour. But let's see. Well, Kim, I'm really glad that your family was over. Oh, no. You all need to start taking acidophilus. And that goes for you too, Heather. I'm not a doctor, but life has been so different for me since I started taking a probiotic. And I've taken acidophilus for years. And like I'll take a bunch of it before I go to town, or it gets rid of the bad bacteria in your gut, it's and puts in good fluoride. It's pretty much like eating yogurt without having to eat yogurt. And so, yeah, especially young kids, like Heather's kids, the one getting strep throat and stuff like that, really should make a difference if you start them on some acidophilus, especially if they're having to take a lot of antibiotics, because antibiotics kill all the good bacteria in your gut, and you don't want that, so you need to replace it. I'm not trying to preach to you or anything. I'm just letting you know what works for me. So, hi, Tammy. Merry Christmas. Kim's got a doctor's appointment on Monday. Yes, Heather's um, one of her, I think her daughter's got a doctor's appointment too. Oh boy. I hope you get to feeling better soon, honey. That's terrible. Heather agrees about having the dinner early. Yeah, I think when I used to go to my mom's, she always had dinner around 1 o'clock, sometime between 1 and 2. So, well, what I used to do is if they'll drink milk, I would like make them some chocolate milk, and then because you can open the capsules, and it's just a powder, and then you could put it in the milk, but you got to blend it because it doesn't want to mix up very good with the chocolate milk, and put it in a blender and just blend it all together, and then drink it that way. But don't tell them. I had a friend years ago who she had two girls, and they were always getting earaches and always on antibiotics. And she started trying to find an alternative, and her doctor actually told her about putting the kids on acidophilus. So she started doing that, and within like 6 months, um, they stopped having earaches as often. They didn't have colds as often, and it really made a big difference. She pretty much got to quit giving them antibiotics, but that doesn't mean it works for everybody. But I think it's worth a try. Hi, Nancy. Merry Christmas. All right, let's finish looking at this fabric. See, I get off on the different subjects. Oh, and this one's really pretty. There we go. This one is fabric M. Not that you need to know which number it is, but, or letter. That one. Ooh, this one's really pretty. This reminds me, these next two kind of remind me of Western handkerchiefs. Fabric N. Really pretty. Mm-hmm. And then quite a bit in this fabric line. Fabric O. This one's really pretty too. I hope they don't bleed too much. I just noticed that that light is glaring. And this is the last one. It is fabric P. This one's really pretty too. Yeah. Love it. So after I go online and look up this free pattern from Henry Glass and Company and make sure they don't have any corrections, then I can start cutting it up. So here's my plan for next year. I'm going to go through all my UFOs, and I'm going to make sure I have everything cut up so that when I'm ready to sew, I can just start grabbing pieces and sew. And then I'm going to take whatever kits I have and get them cut up too, and put them in a project box. And then when I'm ready, I can just start sewing. And that way, if we do go south, I can just pick up a project box and take it with me. And then, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to plan on doing. I'm also trying to get at least one quilt a month done, so I can get through some of this fabric. Okay, so that was the kit I got. And then I got a few other things. I'll just move this out of the way. Then I picked up some Hi, Tony. Merry Christmas. Let me look through here real quick. Oh, you did, Kim? Maybe you should get back on it. Patty is making roast chicken, corn, pudding, green beans. It's just her this year, but she's got lots to be thankful for. Then that's what I've been thinking about the last few days. You know, even though I've had a sad couple of weeks, I still have a lot to be grateful for, and so I'm trying to hold on to those thoughts. Put them, okay, Kim says, put them in a tub of cold water with a cup of white vinegar added and let it soak. It will set the color. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Or, you know, even like cut a little piece off and put it in water and see if the watercolor changes. Because some fabrics are, you know, more color fast set than others. And I'm a little bit worried about this one because we got a lot of white backgrounds and then a lot of really dark reds. So we'll see. We'll call it Teresa's 12-month challenge. That's right. Okay. So let's look at the cross stitch. I wanted 16 count fabric, but she said she's having a hard time getting it in, so I didn't get any of that. And it seems like the only cross stitch patterns she's getting are Lori Holt. So I went ahead and picked them up because I still like to, you know, support my local quilt shop. And I know these have been out for a while, but that's all right. So I got this one. And I'm thinking about just doing these individually, you know, for like put in a dough bowl, make little pillows. And then I also picked up the floss that I needed. Too. That is so much easier to do it that way than to go through all your floss trying to match up. And then I got snowballs for sale. Also, Lori Holt. Hi, Jacqueline. Merry Christmas. And I got the floss for that one. And then I know you guys, if you do cross stitch, you've seen this one, I'm sure. I think they did they do a quilt on this one too? Sew by row cross stitch. I can't remember if this was a quilt too or not. Anyway, I thought this would look really cute in the sewing room. But I didn't pick the floss up for that because I won't start that one right away. I think I'm going to go ahead and start this one, and then this one will be just, you know, I'll use leftover pieces to do these little pillows. Yeah, so that'll be fun. So I got those. So they didn't have 16 count, but I went ahead and picked up 14 count because 14 count's okay. So I just picked up a few different colors in the 14 count. And then I picked up one that's 18 count. So those are what I got. That's all I got. There is a quilt like that? Okay. It was a quilt. All right. Everybody's saying yes. Let's see. Kay says it sounds better than Kay has too much fabric and she needs to get some of it sewn into quilts challenge. We could just call it Teresa and Kay's using fabric challenge. I don't know. Using our fabric. So I'm going to try really hard not to buy any more fabric for, I was going to say for all next year, but I'm not going to lie to myself. The one that's going to be really hard is the Lala Boutique that's just coming out. I kind of want that one. So I'll have to think about that. How am I going to challenge myself not to buy too much more fabric? I don't know. All right, I'm going to set these aside because I have a couple of more things to show you. I got so much stuff sitting over there on my long arm that I can't even do any long arm sewing or quilting. I got to get it cleaned up. This whole room. Oh, you wanted to make that quilt, Joyce? Yeah, I thought about it too, but Love Note. Yes. That's the one. The year of UFOs. Right. So get all your UFOs ready by the end of January. So you can add UFOs to it, but after January 30th, you can't add any more new projects to it. Got to do all UFOs. I don't know if I can do that either. Hi, Nancy. Merry Christmas. Hi, Julie. Yes, I hope you have had a wonderful day too. I do like the year of UFOs. I do like that. My problem is I tend to get bored. Like, especially if you're making the same block over and over and over and over again. I get really bored with that fast. And so I got to set it down and work on something else. But I have plenty of things to work on, and that's what I need to get reorganized with that. Okay. I don't think I've shown you, but I made a couple of more project bags. Here's one here. Here's the back. And my project bags have the vinyl pocket and then the zipper. And then here's the inside. So I got that one made, and then the floss wallet that goes with it. And it's got, it's all full of floss and ready to go on a project. So here's my project. So that, I think that goes together well. It's pretty much the same line. So got that one done. That felt really good. I think I got like 2 or 3, maybe 4. But I only have 2 up here to show you. So, and then I don't know if you remember me showing you this fabric. Where did I get the fabric? Oh, I got it from my backquarter buddy in my sewing group. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. So I did make a project bag out of it. It came out a little smaller than my normal ones. And I don't think the fat quarters were cut right. But that's okay. It still works. And again, I like it to where it has the vinyl pocket on the front, so I can put my project papers in there. And then the inside is this really pretty fabric here. And then I made a floss wallet for it too. And I do have floss in here, but they're all on bobbins. So that looks a little bit different, having them all on bobbins. So yeah. So that one is ready. And that one is this here, which is out of this cat magazine. Thank you. I really enjoy making these. All right, so I got those done. And then, oh, I wanted to show you my bowl cozy that I made. So I have these antique bowls, you know, so they're kind of tall, and I use these for soup, you know. I love this bowl for soup. So the other bowl cozies that I made, they were too, you know, short and too wide. So I just took the same, well, actually I didn't. I took the fabric and figured out what size square I needed. And so instead of doing a 10-inch, I did 11-inch square on both fabrics. And then when I had the fabric up, I figured out how close I needed to come in, you know, on the sides. It was really easy to do, making those adjustments. It was a little harder to sew. Well, I wouldn't say that. It was a little harder to turn it inside out. So, anyway, I used this really cute farm chicken or farm animal fabric, and then that's the inside, just a blender. And so yeah, it fits in there really good. So I've got 4 of these bowls. I'm gonna make 4 more of these cozies out of the same fabric. I think I have enough, so yeah. In fact, I can just store them up in the cupboard like this, right? So anyway, I think that turned out nice. Wanted to show you that. Super easy to make that your own adjustments on that. All right, now I don't know if you remember, this is another project that is lingering in the background that I need to get going on. I doing a block of the month with my local quilt shop in Grangeville, and I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but one was Farmhouse Fancy. And I believe I showed you all of this one, but I got the next block in the mail. I wanted to show you that. This is the next one for the farmhouse fancy. And this is all 30s fabric. So these are definitely going to go in. They got to get them done, get going on these. Right? I mean, I'm getting all the fabrics. So, and then the other one is Summer Beauty Block. And I'm missing one, but I got 2, 3. The other one must be in the closet. But the third one is this one. And this is really pretty fabric too. And it comes with a panel also. I don't know if this is still open to people, but you could go to your best friend's quilt shop in Grangeville, Idaho, and check it out. Her website. I know she has the block of the month on the website, but I'm not sure if they're still available or not. And they're pretty reasonable, really. I think one is like, they're both right around about 20 bucks, I think. And you get everything. You're going to get everything you need for the quilt top. So, and the picture is not good at all, but one of the quilts finish is 90 by 90. And it's kind of funky fabric, you know. It's like, kind of gives me that 60 vibe, or, you know, peace, love, and all that jazz. But it's really pretty. I wanted to make this one for my niece. I think she would be into it. So now I can't get that back in there. So that's the other thing I need to start getting cut out, is these block of the months. All right. I think that's all I have to show you. You've never seen anything like those? Well, you got to go to an antique store, and they are Pyrex. And I want to say, maybe Kim can help me with this. Not saying that you're old or anything, but I want to say 50s, 60s, 70s. I have, they came out with different colors, I think, in different years. But I have this blue one, then I have a brown one, and I have a green one, and a different color, I'm not sure, but, and yeah, I got them at an antique store, and I love them because not only can you use them for soup, but, you know, all kinds of things, little mixing bowls. I'm not sure what they were originally made for. And then I have one large mixing bowl that has the olive green flowers pattern around as white, and then it's olive green. Yeah. I think I paid like $5 a bowl, something like that. Paula says, I have several quilt tops that I inherited from my mother, maybe by her grandmother. If she has to count those, then she's going to be in trouble. You don't have to count those. Yeah. Julie says, I slept all day. I'm all alone today and I have been a little sad, but I have so much to be thankful for. I finally got off the couch and came into the sewing room. Yay! Well, me too, Julie. I have been sad for a couple of weeks. And I just couldn't come on. I wanted to come on and say hi to everybody, but I didn't want to just cry. So I know how you feel, sweetheart. And I'm not all alone. I do have my husband, so I am thankful for that. I still have two dogs. I'm thankful for that. I have all of you. I'm thankful for that. And like I said earlier, I know that some of you are alone, and that's why I came on here so that we could visit for a little bit. You know, I don't know if that helps or not, but helps me. I know I have a hard time resisting the pretty things too. Joyce says she needs 3 years of UFOs. I know. My UFO pile is getting that way. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm thinking that if it has been in the UFO pile for 5 years, I need to make a decision because I'm thinking I have no desire to finish making it. So I might just go ahead and donate them and somebody else can finish them. As I know there's at least one out of all of them. There's at least one I know that I don't think I want to finish. See, I'm still hesitating. I have a hard time just throwing away fabric scraps for criminy sakes. God. You should see my scraps over there. Oh boy. Yeah, because I think, oh well, I can use that in the scrap quilt. I can use that. I can use that. You know, if it's like really tiny, I'm like, no, okay, throw that away. But I have different boxes under the table that, depending on what size scrap it is, it's either good. I save it for like dog beds or pillows or, stuff like that. So I had all these garbage bags filled in the closet. I had like, I don't know, oh boy, there was more than four. I know that. Plus, I made the mistake of telling people that I was saving my scraps for dog beds. So all of a sudden, all my friends in sewing started bringing me their scraps. I didn't ask for them. I finally had to say, no, thanks. They weren't the kind of scraps you could use other than in dog beds, or pillows or whatever. But I was just getting too many. I was like, oh. So I finally just had to, you know, throw them out. It killed me to do it, but I just didn't have any more room for them. And I got the ladies to quit bringing them to me, which I think they were pretty disappointed in because they felt good they could, send them off to somebody. I guess I should have found out if somebody else wanted them, but, I didn't. I just like, just get rid of them. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nancy. I know, right? Well, I'm going to be 60 next April. Let me ask you if this is normal. When you think about yourself, us older ladies, mature ladies, when you think about yourself, do you still think about yourself as like being around 35-ish looking? you know, I do. It drives me crazy. And then I go and look in the mirror. I'm doing stuff. I'm like, boy, you are not looking 35 anymore. I hate that. Yeah, I still have the mindset of being around 30 in my 30s. I still wear blue jeans, baggy shirts, stuff. I hardly ever wear jewelry, mostly because I can't stand having things on my neck, but I decided to dress up today. Tony, yeah, Joyce says absolutely. Um, Tony says, yep, she's been there. Hi, Katrina. Oh, not Katrina. It's Sierra. No, I don't. Somebody in the chat might. And I think Becca does. So, Becca. Hi, BJ. Merry Christmas. Nancy will be 61 in 12 days. And yes, I feel like I'm in my 30s most of the time. I mean, I don't think my body doesn't feel like I'm in my 30s, but you know what I mean? Just the image you have of yourself. Yeah. And it's okay. I'm all right with it. I guess I don't really have much choice. I guess I could go get a facelift, but yeah. I wouldn't want one of those little teeny facelift noses. Right, Kay, I bet. My husband really needs to go in and get hip surgery, but he's afraid to go under the knife. And for some reason, he has it in his head that they cut your leg off, which, maybe in a way they kind of do, partly. I don't think they take the whole thing off, but um, yeah. And I know a lot of people who have had hip surgery and they are so glad that they did. It made a world of difference, but he really needs to go do hip surgery because the he goes and gets those cortisone injections every now and then, about once every 6 months or so, and they're starting to really not even work. Um, so let's see. My late 87-year-old friend laughed about seeing a group picture of some friends and thinking, who is that old lady? I don't know her. And then realized it was herself. I know, right? It's weird how we look so much different. I think we change looks like 4 or 5 times in our lifetime, you know, or more. When we're a baby, we look a certain way, and then when we're young kids, we look a certain way. When we're teenagers to about 30-ish, we look a certain way. Yeah. It's like if I look back at all those pictures, it hardly even looks like the same person. Yeah, right, Kim. She says her heart says I'm 30, and my brain says no way. That's mine too. Heather says I'm in my 30s and I prefer not to think about it as I usually feel like I'm closer to 80. I know. Especially with all your kids and all the running around and being sick. Yeah, I was actually I think I was 36 when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And I just thought, I was getting older and, you know, normal aches and pains. And that's what I told the doctor when I went in. She's like, "Well, how are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm all right, normal aches and pains. I'm getting older." And she said, "You're too young to be old." So she started poking around on me, and she was the first doctor that told me that she felt that I had fibromyalgia. And my mom had been telling me for years, well, probably 4 or 5 years. So when I was in my, um, let's see, how old was I? Want to say 28, sometime somewhere between 28 and 32. A doctor diagnosed me as chronic fatigue syndrome, and I also had chronic strep throat. And he told me that I needed to gargle every day with Listerine. But he was right, partly. And then the acidophilus helped too. And so, yeah, so did I start out with chronic fatigue syndrome and then it turned into fibromyalgia, or do I have both? Or I don't know. I know I get tired. And then one lady um, at physical therapy said that my muscles had already started to atrophy because when you have fibromyalgia, you hurt all the time, and so you don't like to move, you don't like to exercise because it hurts. And she told me that I had the body of like an 80-year-old lady or more. So she told me to start exercising. Anyway, we don't have to talk about that. Heather was 5 when she decided no more long hair. Yeah, my hair has really grown out quite a bit. I'm thinking about getting it cut again. I cut it. Um, when did I cut it? Just before summer, I think. So I think it's grown about 4 inches. I think it's time for another haircut, but I don't know that I look really good in short hair. I've had short hair, but one thing, I've always had bangs. There was one time I didn't have bangs and my hair was like way down to my butt and it was all one length. And I was like 13, 14 years old. It was pretty long. And I thought I was cool. Oh, Nancy, I'm sorry to hear that. We will pray for your granddaughter. Nancy's granddaughter is sick today, so we have to wait until next week to do Christmas. Then, unless it's COVID, then it could be next week. Oh, wow. Well, prayers that it's not, and prayers that she gets better soon. Husband went with me. This is Kim to the doctor appointment once when doc said I'd be normal soon. Husband said, "Oh, thank God, she's never been normal." We were married 30 years in 17 days. That's funny. Julie says she's the same way. Bangs and long hair don't look good in short hair. I knew what you meant, Kim. Uh, Hi, Brenda. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whichever. Um, yeah, I like having long hair. I don't want it to be too long because of the weight, and it kind of puts some pressure on my neck. But um, so about this long is okay. If it gets much longer than it, when I pull it back, and even the weight of the clippy gets to be too much. Yeah, my husband used to think, or he was torn between believing me about the fibromyalgia thing. And then he went to the doctor with me one time because he had to drive. And my doctor, asked me how I was doing and stuff. And I totally honest with him, and my husband's sitting there. And so he went into this big spill about people with fibromyalgia and that it was real and what it does to your body and just on and on for like 15 minutes, and my husband just kind of sat there with his mouth open. And after we left, he said, I'm guess I'm going to have to I guess he didn't say that. He said, I'm going to have to apologize to you because I just thought that you were trying to be lazy. I'm like, when have you ever known me before to be lazy? I've never been a lazy person. And anyway, that kind of irritated me, but but he's believed after that. And I think the thing that would confuse him is that on my good days, I would try and get a bunch done, and then I would be down for a couple of days. So he never could understand that. And then also certain foods I was allergic to that would make me, like eggs, that would put me down, for a few days. So now he's like, he won't let, if I even try to eat an egg, he goes, well, you eat that egg, well, I won't see you for a couple of days. I'm like, I know, I'm not going to eat it. Right, Julie says, long hair is easier. Pull it back and curl the bangs and you're done. Check. A little bit of hairspray. Heather likes her pixie cut. I, I have to agree with you too on that, Heather, is with long hair. I tend to keep it in a ponytail or pulled back and don't let it down. And the main reason I don't let it down is because of static. I hate static electricity, and I have a lot of static in my body. So probably after this video, this hair is going up. So sometimes I think I should just cut it off. Now, I probably wouldn't mind like right about here. I think I could do that, kind of like a wedge thing. I've had that before, and that's not too bad. Well, let's see. It's almost 3:30. I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here at 3:30. We got 29 people here. Wow, that's great. Is anybody sewing today? I think I don't think I'm going to sew today. I think I'm going to start getting things cleaned up in here. And then I want to clean off this table and clean everything off of it. It's a homemade table, and the legs need to be fixed. And then I'll have Brandon come up and help me fix the legs because I want to move this table over there. And so before I start going through all my UFOs and all that stuff, I'm going to rearrange my sewing room again. I know I've done it several times, but I'm going to do it again. And this whole section back in here, I think I told you already, is just, I'm going to make it all the sewing area. So I'll have lots of room. And then over there, I'm going to have the cameras and stuff. But I got to fix this table before I can move it again. Let's see. Nancy is cleaning. That is no fun. Oh, well, I don't mind actually cleaning the sewing room. It's more like organizing and putting things away. Because I got such a big mess from all the Christmas sewing out. So I'm going to put all the Christmas stuff away. As I still have a whole bunch of Christmas fabric cut up for those mug rugs and pot holders, bow cozies and stuff like that. So I'll just put it away until next year. And I don't feel like I can really start cutting up these new projects until I get everything else put away and out of my way. You know what I mean? I get really, if I have too much clutter around, it's an overwhelming feeling, Then I don't even want to come up here because it's just cluttered. Nancy is machine embroidering and making quillos. Ooh, that's the quilt with a pillow on the outside of it. So you can fold it all up, stuff it in the pillow frame thing, whatever. And then you have a pillow or a quilt. I have two of those. My mother-in-law made me one, and then she made one for Brandon. So I really like them. They're nice. Oh, Carrie is working on a Crown Royal bag jacket for a friend. Oh, nice. That sounds nice. Brenda, no sewing, rearranging my family room. Put up a table, pulled out a jigsaw puzzle. Oh, that's a great idea. I think that is a great idea. I think I'm going to ask Brandon to clean off the kitchen table so I can put a puzzle out. I love that idea. Patty is working on the Yvette's Halloween project bag. Julie just pinned a quilt on the long arm. Awesome. And she needs to cut some fabric for a new quilt top. And Country Gal, I'm working on a winter log pillow applique. Awesome. Tony's doing some hand sewing. Kim keeps her hair short because she has too many allergies, and the weight causes me to have migraines. Exactly. All right. Where was I here? Heather says no sewing for her until the kids get back to school. Julie is sewing binding on right now. Good night, Paula. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you. Right, Julie. I'm sure that's why she did it, to keep the kids busy. Kim's dishwasher just shut off, so all the dishes are done. My TV quilt. So I'm going to get some reading done and some embroidery and get my sewing machine back out. Yeah, my husband and I enjoy doing puzzles too. Oh, Kathy has a 1,000-piece Wizard of Oz. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Hi, Angela. Long time no see. How are you doing? Merry Christmas. She's been laying down a lot. Oh no, her daughter and the entire family are sick. Well, we'll pray for them to get healthy soon. I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Prayers for everybody for health. All right, we got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes to say goodbye. So I like to give everybody warning. This is your second warning, right? And instead of just shutting off and nobody has time to say goodbye, I like to say goodbye. So, so what am I going to do the rest of the day? Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little more up here, get some stuff organized, but not too much because I want to spend time with my hubby downstairs. Maybe I'll take a puzzle down there. That sounds like fun. Sit down there with him and do a puzzle. And save the cleaning for tomorrow. I mean, it is Christmas after all, right? Angela's been cutting back on the videos for a while. I know, I haven't seen you. Oh, Mary, you just got here. Just when I was going to say goodbye. Merry Christmas, Mary. Thank you, Mary. You missed it, but I dressed up. Yes, I enjoyed spending a little bit of time with you guys today, and blessings to all of you. And I really hope you have a great rest of your day. Um, and I'm going to take some words from Stephanie and say, remember that kindness matters. I love that saying. It's awesome. I think that's going to be my motto next year. Kindness matters. And be kind to each other. Okay? And I hope to see you soon. So take care, get healthy, and I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.